Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Y&R spoilers Tuesday, September 2nd. Hard lesson. Stunned. Risky move. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Tuesday, September 2nd imply some major bombshells in the land of GC. Someone gets a hard lesson, while another is stunned by an answer, and a character makes a risky move. Find out what's set to go down during Tuesday's show below. What is this? Kane Ashby's hard lesson. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Tuesday, September 2nd hint that Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will get a hard lesson in who he's dealing with when it comes to Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers here. Added teasers seem to suggest that Kane may have underestimated the mustache, so it sounds like Victor will barrel over the Aristotle Dumas imposter. What kind of move will Victor pull? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Kane Ashby's hard lesson. Genoa City has always been a place where secrets, betrayals, and shocking twists shape the lives of its residents, and Kane Ashby knows this better than most. His journey has been filled with highs and lows, romances and heartbreaks, triumphs and devastating mistakes. Now, as the character's story enters another pivotal chapter, fans are watching closely to see how Kane handles the hard lessons life has thrown his way. His return to the spotlight on the Young and the Restless has reignited old feelings, stirred up unresolved issues, and placed him at the center of emotional storms that promise to leave a lasting impact on everyone connected to him. Kane's hard lesson isn't just about facing his past mistakes. It's about redemption, family, and whether love can truly conquer the damage left behind by betrayal and bad choices. Kane's story has always been complex, beginning with his arrival in Genoa City under mysterious circumstances. He was introduced as a man with secrets, a shady past, and a dangerous connection to deception. Fans recall his initial involvement with the Chancellor family, where he stepped into Philip Chancellor's shoes in a shocking twist that turned the entire town upside down. That deception created a domino effect that Kane has spent years trying to recover from. Despite building a family with Lily Winters, winning over Catherine Chancellor, and trying to prove himself a worthy father, husband, and businessman, Kane's mistakes have repeatedly haunted him. His hard lesson now reflects on how one man's attempt to reinvent himself can unravel when truth and lies collide. At the heart of Kane's current storyline is his fractured relationship with Lily. Theirs has always been a love story filled with undeniable chemistry, family devotion, and painful betrayals. Lily stood by Kane through countless scandals, including the shocking revelation of his fake death, his involvement with shady figures like Colin Atkinson, and his questionable business decisions. Yet the toughest blow came from Kane's infidelity, a wound that nearly destroyed their marriage beyond repair. Lily's strength has always been a defining trait, and while she forgave Kane in the past, her patience eventually wore thin. Now, as Kane struggles to win back her trust, he must confront the reality that some mistakes can't be undone with apologies or promises. The hard lesson for Kane is understanding that actions carry consequences, and love alone isn't always enough to rebuild what has been shattered. But Kane's story doesn't stop at his marriage troubles. His relationship with his children has also been tested, and that may be where the most heartbreaking lesson lies. Kane adores his kids, Maddie and Charlie, and has always tried to be a strong father figure, even when personal scandals threaten to damage his image. His dedication to them has been one of his redeeming qualities, but children don't forget easily. They saw firsthand how his choices hurt their mother, and that betrayal has left scars. For Kane, the hard lesson is not only about repairing trust with Lily, but also proving to his children that he can be the man they deserve as a father. He knows he has to walk the line between humility and determination, showing through consistent actions that he's not the man he used to be. Another layer to Kane's current struggles involves his complicated ties to Genoa City's power players. Victor Newman, Jack Abbott, and Jill Abbott all know Kane well enough to understand his flaws. Kane has tried to carve out his place in the corporate world, but his career ambitions have often clashed with his personal demons. He wants respect, but respect has to be earned, and Kane has lost credibility in the past through bad decisions and questionable alliances. With Jill pressuring him to step up and make bold moves in Chancellor Winters, Kane faces professional challenges that mirror his personal battles. The hard lesson here is clear. In Genoa City, Loyalty and trust are currency, and Kane has to prove he can be counted on before anyone lets him back into the fold. Kane's connection to his father, Colin Atkinson, also plays a crucial role in shaping his current journey. Colin has always been a master manipulator, pulling Kane into schemes that jeopardized his integrity and endangered his relationships. No matter how many times Kane tried to break free from Colin's influence, his father's shadow lingered. The lesson Kane must learn is about breaking generational cycles, choosing to rise above the manipulative legacy left by Colin. Fans often debate whether Kane is truly his own man or forever tethered to his father's manipulative ways. This storyline could finally give Kane the chance to prove that he's capable of rejecting the sins of the past and forging a new path, one built on honesty and resilience. Romantically, Kane's life is filled with uncertainty. While his connection to Lily remains the deepest bond he's ever had, whispers in Genoa City suggest that Kane may find himself drawn to new possibilities. Could someone unexpected step into Kane's orbit, challenging his loyalty to Lily and testing whether he has really learned from his mistakes? Or will his focus remain on winning Lily back, no matter how impossible it may seem? Soap operas thrive on messy love triangles, and Kane's re-entry into the canvas offers the perfect opportunity for sparks to fly with characters like Amanda Sinclair, Chelsea Lawson, or even Phyllis Summers. Each potential romance carries risks, and Kane's choices will determine whether his story becomes one of true redemption or repeated heartbreak. One of the most compelling aspects of Kane's current arc is how it reflects broader themes within the young and the restless. Genoa City thrives on characters who must grapple with identity, loyalty, and the blurred lines between right and wrong. Kane embodies that struggle, a man who desperately wants to be seen as good, but who often falls into the traps of lies, shortcuts, and selfish decisions. His hard lesson is a mirror to the audience, showing how even the best intentions can crumble if not backed by integrity. Fans have a soft spot for Kane because he's flawed and human. He's not a perfect hero, but that's what makes his journey worth watching. The question looming large is whether Kane can truly change. Soap history shows us that characters often repeat their mistakes, but sometimes they rise from the ashes in powerful ways. If Kane embraces honesty, takes responsibility without excuses, and prioritizes his family over ambition, he could emerge stronger than ever. However, if he falls back into old patterns, schemes, lies, and questionable alliances, his story may end in tragedy. The stakes are high, and the emotional weight of his decisions will ripple through Genoa City, affecting not just his family, but also the Claire Newman's answer. Y&R viewers saw Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, propose to Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, during the Monday, September 1st episode, and it sounds like she'll give her response during the September 2nd show. Claire Newman's answer. The Young and the Restless has been weaving new layers of mystery, family drama, and emotional revelations with Claire Grace Newman at the center of it all. As the newly revealed daughter of Victoria Newman and Cole Howard, Claire has been thrust into a world she never imagined, caught between the overwhelming pull of family loyalty and the painful shadows of her past. Her story has quickly become one of the most gripping arcs in Genoa City, and now, as tensions rise, all eyes are on Claire's answer. The decision that could alter her destiny, reshape her family's future, and leave a ripple effect across the Newman legacy. In true Y&R fashion, her choice isn't simple. It comes loaded with heartbreak, guilt, and the weight of expectations that only the Newman name can carry. Claire Newman's answer is more than a personal decision. It's a statement about who she is, where her loyalties lie, and whether she's truly ready to embrace her place in a family that has power, wealth, and more than its fair share of dysfunction. Ever since her shocking debut, Claire has been a lightning rod for drama. Initially introduced under twisted circumstances, manipulated by Jordan into targeting the Newman family, Claire's journey from antagonist to redeemed daughter has been nothing short of breathtaking. Viewers were stunned when it was revealed that she wasn't just some outsider with a vendetta, but the long-lost daughter Victoria never knew she had. The revelation stunned not only the characters but the audience, turning Claire's narrative into a redemption arc filled with possibilities. The weight of being a Newman carries expectations, and now Claire must find her voice in a family where every decision is scrutinized, judged, and potentially weaponized. The moment has come where Claire's answer could define whether she walks a path of forgiveness and belonging or isolates herself from the very people who could finally give her the unconditional love she's always longed for. Her relationship with Victoria is at the center of this storm. Victoria, known for her sharp business acumen and often icy demeanor, has been struggling with the duality of being both CEO and mother. For years, Victoria has balanced ruthless ambition with tender moments, but Claire's arrival has shaken her in ways she never anticipated. On one hand, Victoria desperately wants to embrace her daughter, to make up for lost time and to erase the pain of years apart. On the other hand, trust does not come easily to Victoria, and the scars of Claire's initial betrayal under Jordan's manipulation remain. Claire's answer to whether she accepts her mother's love or keeps her at arm's length will determine the course of this relationship. Fans have been captivated by the tension in every exchange between Victoria and Claire, waiting to see if mother and daughter can truly find common ground or if this relationship will remain fractured. Then there is Cole Howard, the man whose reappearance reignited one of Y&R's most nostalgic love stories. Cole's return not only brought history back to the forefront, but also introduced him as a father struggling to connect with the daughter he never knew existed. Cole has shown patience, empathy, and a willingness to bridge the gap, but Claire's walls are high. Years of manipulation, neglect, and trauma at the hands of Jordan left Claire mistrusting of parental figures, and Cole has had to earn every ounce of her acceptance. Claire's answer here is not just about choosing whether she can trust her father. It's about deciding if she wants to let herself be vulnerable enough to believe in a father-daughter bond that could finally bring her the stability she's craved all her life. Her hesitance makes sense. Trust isn't given, it's earned. Cole's fight to be the father Claire deserves may end in triumph, or it could collapse if Claire decides her heart isn't ready to open. The broader Newman family dynamic also plays a huge role in shaping Claire's dilemma. Victor Newman, the patriarch whose shadow looms over every member of the clan, has already begun sizing up Claire. Victor is a man who both protects and tests his family, and newcomers to the Newman circle are rarely given an easy path. For Claire, Victor represents both opportunity and intimidation. If she accepts his mentorship and approval, she gains a seat at the table of one of the most powerful families in Genoa City. But Victor's approval always comes with strings attached, and Claire has to decide whether aligning herself with him means gaining power at the expense of her independence. Nikki Newman, meanwhile, has been navigating her own feelings toward Claire. As the matriarch, Nikki knows the value of family bonds, but she also carries the trauma of Jordan's schemes. Her ability to welcome Claire with open arms is tempered by caution, and her reaction to Claire's answer may either strengthen the family's unity or drive deeper divisions. One of the most fascinating aspects of Claire's storyline is her connection to the younger generation of Genoa City. Claire's presence shakes up the family tree and introduces potential rivalries and alliances. Summer, Kyle, Adam, and even Faith Newman could find themselves caught in the ripple effects of her choices. Will Claire embrace her cousins and siblings, weaving herself into the next generation of Newman power players, or will jealousy, suspicion, and resentment prevent her from being fully accepted? Claire's answer could forge new bonds or create dangerous rivalries that will define Y&R's next era. Soap operas thrive on generational drama, and Claire's arrival is the perfect catalyst for storylines that pit loyalty against ambition, love against resentment, and family unity against division. Romance also hangs in the balance. Claire's answer isn't only about family, it's about who she allows into her heart. Whispers in Genoa City suggest that Claire could soon find herself drawn into a love story that intertwines with her family drama. Whether she finds herself entangled with a member of the Abbott family, rekindles sparks with someone unexpected, or faces temptation from a Newman rival, Claire's personal life could become the stage where her hardest choices are made. Love, after all, is both a weakness and a strength in Genoa City, and Claire must decide if she's ready to risk her heart after so much betrayal. Amanda Sinclair's risky move. Lastly, the Young and the Restless spoilers for Tuesday hint that while Amanda Sinclair, Miss Hale Morgan, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, may be on the same page as of late, it sounds like the lawyer will still take a huge risk for her bestie. What is this? Of course, Kane called off the plan he had with Phyllis last week, which has left Red scrambling, as she was really looking forward to working with the billionaire mogul. Will Amanda go out on a limb for Phyllis and try to convince Kane to keep her in the fold? What storyline are you most looking forward to during Tuesday's show? Share your thoughts. Watch your favorite CBS soap daily, and check out to us often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Amanda Sinclair's risky move. In the unpredictable world of Genoa City, where love, power, and secrets collide on a daily basis, one character has emerged with both strength and vulnerability in equal measure: Amanda Sinclair. As one of the most intriguing and resilient women to step into the Young and the Restless universe, Amanda has faced obstacles that could have broken even the toughest souls. From the moment she arrived in town, her uncanny resemblance to Hilary Curtis stirred curiosity, suspicion, and drama. But Amanda proved she was far more than a lookalike. She built her own legacy, carving a path as a brilliant lawyer, a woman who defends the vulnerable, and someone who constantly challenges herself to balance logic with heart. Yet, even the most calculated, strategic mind cannot avoid risk forever. Amanda Sinclair's risky move has become the talk of Genoa City, a decision that places her career, her relationships, and her future on a razor's edge. And fans know in soaps, when someone dares to gamble at all, the fallout can be devastating or triumphant. Amanda's risky move isn't just about her professional world, it's personal. For someone like Amanda, whose life has been defined by unexpected twists, every choice she makes carries heavy consequences. Her journey began when she was revealed as Hilary's long-lost twin, a secret that shook Devon Hamilton and shifted Amanda's entire sense of identity. That discovery forced Amanda to redefine herself, battling insecurities about being abandoned at birth and learning to trust her place in a family she never knew existed. Devon and Amanda's relationship was a balm at times and a storm at others. Their romance came with the shadow of Hilary, a ghost always lingering in the background. Amanda's risky move could impact not only her law career, but also her fragile bond with Devon, reopening old wounds and questioning whether their love can survive more turbulence. On the legal battlefield, Amanda is a powerhouse. Her dedication to justice and her ability to outwit her opponents have earned her a reputation as one of Genoa City's sharpest minds. But in her latest challenge, Amanda may have bitten off more than she can chew. Taking on a high-profile case that pits her against both powerful allies and dangerous adversaries, Amanda knows that one wrong step could cost her everything she has built. Her risky move could jeopardize her standing in Chancellor Winters, strain her partnerships, and expose her to enemies who thrive on exploiting weakness. In the legal world, Amanda is fearless, but in Genoa City, even the strongest players fall when they underestimate the consequences of going too far. Adding to the complexity of her decision is her family. Naya and Imani brought both heartbreak and hope into Amanda's life. Reconnecting with her biological mother and her bold, fiery sister has been a double-edged sword. Amanda's risky move has left her family divided, with Imani questioning whether her sister's gamble is worth the potential cost. Their dynamic has always been volatile, with Imani pushing boundaries while Amanda struggles to remain grounded. This latest move could widen the rift between the sisters, forcing Amanda to face whether she is willing to risk not only her career, but also her relationship with the family she fought so hard to claim. Romance, too, hangs precariously in the balance. Amanda and Devon have endured love, loss, and betrayal, but Amanda's risky move could test them in ways they have never experienced before. Devon has always admired Amanda's independence and brilliance, but he also knows the dangers of ambition unchecked. If Amanda's gamble backfires, Devon may not be able to stand by her side, especially if her choices impact his business, his family, or his carefully built stability. On the other hand, if Amanda succeeds, she could become a force even Devon didn't see coming, reshaping her role in his life and within Genoa City's power circles. Soap fans love when romance and ambition collide, and Amanda's decision has the potential to either elevate her love story or shatter it completely. But Amanda's risky move isn't only about career or love, it's about identity. For so long, Amanda has struggled to define herself outside of Hillary's shadow. The town has constantly compared the sisters, and Amanda has fought tirelessly to prove she is her own woman. This moment is her chance to step into the spotlight fully, to show Genoa City that she isn't just Hillary's twin or Devon's girlfriend. She's Amanda Sinclair, a woman who takes risks, makes bold decisions, and refuses to live cautiously. Her answer to the challenges before her will determine how history remembers her, both within her family and in the legal legacy she is building. Of course, in Genoa City, no risky move happens in a vacuum. Victor Newman, ever the strategist, may see Amanda's gamble as either a threat or an opportunity. If Amanda aligns with Victor, she could gain one of the most powerful allies in town, but that alliance often comes at a cost. On the flip side, if she crosses Victor or his family, Amanda could find herself blacklisted in ways that no courtroom win could undo. Jill Abbott, too, has vested interests in Chancellor Winters and may not appreciate Amanda rocking the boat. Meanwhile, Lily and Billy, already caught up in their own battles, may view Amanda's actions as either reckless or admirable. Every player in Genoa City has a stake in Amanda's risky move, and the ripple effects could spread far wider than Amanda herself anticipates. Perhaps the most intriguing part of Amanda's gamble is the possibility that she is keeping secrets. Amanda has always been methodical, but what if this time her risky move involves deception? Could she be working undercover to expose corruption, hiding details from her loved ones to protect them? Or could she be blinded by ambition, willing to take shortcuts she once swore she never would? Fans are buzzing with speculation, wondering if Amanda's risky move is truly for justice, or if it's a dangerous play that will lead her down a darker path. Soap opera history shows that bold choices often come with shocking twists, and Amanda may find that her gamble reveals truths about herself she never expected. As Amanda stands at this crossroads, the audience feels the weight of her decision. Risk is thrilling, but it is also dangerous, and Amanda Sinclair is teetering on the edge of triumph or disaster. Will her boldness bring her the respect, power, and independence she craves, or will it cost her everything she holds dear? Genoa City has never been kind to those who gamble recklessly, but it has rewarded those who risk it all for love and justice. Amanda Sinclair's risky move may define her legacy, cementing her as one of Y&R's most unforgettable women, or breaking